First of all, Chair, I'd like to say that the Minister is not fit to be Minister after what he has presented tonight. I'm sticking to the speech. I'm sticking to the speech. And any Minister for Finance that could come in here and tell us that the Public Accounts Committee, and use the word conjured up twice in his speech, we have conjured up unjustified and unfounded criticisms, and later on in the speech the same thing. The Minister, once again, like Nama, has absolutely refused to deal with the substance of the report, in this case the 32 conclusions. And I missed none of the PAC meetings, and on every single occasion I asked each witness had they read the report. And it seems to me that Nama and the witnesses that came before us, by and large, had not read the Controller and Auditor General's report. And they had decided on their strategy in the paper before they ever came before the Public Accounts Committee. Because what the Controller and Auditor General found before us was that there were questions in relation to the financial outcome of the loan sale, the loan sale process, the management of conflicts of interest. And then we went through all of those and gave a chance to every single witness to come before us. Not once did politics raise its head in that committee room until the very final vote in relation to words. And it's very important what Deputy Castles has said. There was a disagreement over whether it was advisable. And if we agreed with the Fine Gael colleagues that advisable was the word, there would be no split vote. And what the Minister is trying to do here is what he has already tried to do with Nama, is to lead the narrative. And let me lead the narrative from what I've seen. There are the most serious questions to be asked about the sales process, about the failure to follow up on a conflict of interest, about the restriction of the number of bidders, and any other amount of flaws. There is a serious need, unfortunately, for an inquiry, without a doubt. And the major reason for that is the failure, once again, of this chamber, and in particular the government TDs, to hold Nama to account and to allow a minister come in here tonight and not deal with a single one of the conclusions, except to misread the conclusion in relation to himself and what he describes as his officials. And we have used very mild language to describe it as procedurally inappropriate that he should meet with one of two bidders. He didn't meet with the other bidder, he met with one of the bidders. And then Nama met with that bidder, and so the Department of Finance officials. If Deputy Farrell could restrain himself, I know it's difficult, but it would be helpful for the democratic process to allow voices to be raised, Chair. Not loudly, but out of concern, and to raise the level of the debate. That would be helpful, Chair, if you could manage it with him. In relation to this report, it is a moderate, reasonable, rational report. I want to pay tribute to the Chair and indeed every single member of the Public Accounts Committee who came in every single week and dealt with this in the most reasonable way possible. It is unfortunate that in the end the Fine Gael chose to do what they did in relation to the vote. But it's appalling, unacceptable and absolutely shocking that the Minister of Finance would come in and make the accusations he has made about the members of the PAC conjuring up something. If you can stand over that Minister who's here, I really don't know what we've come to in the Chamber, and it's also a disgrace that he didn't stay in the Chamber for a minimum of the 2 hours of such an important debate where cross-party, including his own party, agreed that the more serious issues were laid out in this report and deserve a full inquiry. Thank you, Chair.
Deputy Connolly.